The active shooter alert came through during parent-teacher conferences, but the principal disabled the intercom and said, "We're not creating panic over a false alarm." I was sitting across from Ethan's parents when my phone vibrated on the desk. The notification banner showed a red emergency icon I'd never seen before in 8 years of teaching. Active threat detected. Shelter in place immediately. Do not evacuate. I looked up at Margaret and Louis Drummond, who were mid-sentence about their son's reading comprehension scores. They hadn't felt their phones buzz because Margaret's was in her purse and Louis had left his in the car. Through my classroom door's narrow window, I could see other teachers checking their phones in the hallway, faces going pale. The overhead speakers crackled. Principal Fisk's voice came through, that same authoritative tone he used for morning announcements. "Disregard the alert that just came through on your devices. This is a system malfunction. We are investigating the source, but I repeat, this is not a real emergency. Continue with your scheduled conferences. Do not evacuate. Do not lock down. This is a technical error, and creating panic would be irresponsible." Then the intercom went silent. Not the usual click of him signing off, but a different sound, like someone had yanked the cord from the wall. Margaret was looking at me strangely. "Is everything okay?" Her hand moved toward her purse where her phone was buried under wallet and keys. I stood up too quickly, my chair scraping against the linoleum. "I need to check something. Please wait here for just a moment." I walked to my door and opened it, stepping into the hallway where 3 other teachers were clustered together whispering. Vanessa Ortega from the art room held her phone up, showing us all the screen. The alert was still there, timestamped 6:43 p.m., with additional text below. "Gunshots reported in main building. Law enforcement notified. Secure all areas." Did Fisk really just tell us to ignore this? Dennis Huang, the algebra teacher, was scrolling through his phone frantically. "My wife just texted. She's watching the news. They're saying there's an active situation at Riverside High. That's us. That's this school. We need to lock down right now." I looked back into my classroom where the Drummonds sat waiting, trusting me to tell them what was happening. In the room next to mine, I could see Laura Pennington still conducting her conference, smiling at parents who had no idea their phones contained a warning that might save their lives. The hallway lights flickered once, then we heard it. Pop, pop, pop. 3 distinct sounds from somewhere in the main building, maybe near the administrative offices. It was faint but unmistakable. Not fireworks, not construction, gunshots. Vanessa grabbed my arm, her fingernails digging into my skin. "Oh my god, this is real. This is actually happening." Dennis started backing toward his classroom. "I'm locking my door. You should all do the same." He disappeared inside, and I heard his deadbolt slide into place. I went back into my classroom trying to keep my face neutral. The Drummonds looked up expectantly. "I'm sorry, but we need to end our conference early. There's a situation developing." Margaret stood up, alarm replacing her earlier confusion. "What kind of situation?" Before I could answer, her phone buzzed inside her purse. Then Lewis's buzzed in his pocket, the sound he'd just retrieved it from the car. They both pulled out their devices, and I watched their expressions change as they read the alert. Margaret's hand flew to her mouth. Lewis turned to me with wide eyes. "Where's the nearest exit? We can't evacuate. The alert says shelter in place." I moved to my door, locked it, and switched off the lights. "We need to hide. Now." My classroom was on the ground floor with windows facing the parking lot. Not ideal, but better than being exposed in the hallway. I pulled down the blinds while Margaret and Louis stood frozen in the center of the room. "Please get in the supply closet, both of you. It's the safest place." I could hear my voice shaking, could feel my hands trembling as I grabbed my phone to call 911. More gunshots, closer this time. In the hallway outside, I heard running footsteps and someone screaming. The Drummonds rushed to the supply closet, squeezing themselves between boxes of construction paper and extra textbooks. I pressed 911 and waited for the call to connect. It rang 4 times before a dispatcher answered. 911, what's your emergency? "I'm a teacher at Riverside High School. We have an active shooter. Multiple shots fired. I'm locked in my classroom with 2 parents." The dispatcher's voice was calm but urgent. "Yes, ma'am. We have multiple calls from your location. Officers are responding. Stay where you are. Keep the door locked. Do not try to confront the shooter." "How many people are in your room?" 3 total. Me and 2 parents. I heard more footsteps in the hallway, heavier this time. Someone was trying door handles. I could hear the metal rattling as they moved from classroom to classroom, checking which ones were locked. My doorknob turned slightly. I held my breath. The handle rattled again, more violently. Full story is linked below or on my channel.